Hello and welcome to episode 8 of season 3 of our Bath to Glory here with Bath City in Football Manager 26. Things are going sort of okay in the league, but we're only a couple of games away from Wembley. 2 games for you in today's episode. As usual, we'll have our FA Trophy quarter-final against Chelmsford before we head back into the National League to face Newport County. Make sure you like the video and hit subscribe as well, and let's dive into Football Manager 26. And here we are then, since you were last with us and we had that game, those 2 big games against Spennymoor and Altrincham, we then lost our next game against Yeovil, which, in my mind, if you lose 2 games in Football Manager, you have to change your system straight away. So that's exactly what we did. We've now gone to a kind of tweak of a system that I like to use in my personal saves. We have gone to 5 at the back, pretty much, with the advanced wing backs. They work like an absolute treat. We have gone with them. It seems to be working alright because we've scored 4 in our past 2 games, but the big match today against Chelmsford, who are in the division below. They are in the division below us and are in a bit of patchy form, it is fair to say. So let's go to that match. Just advance one more time. I thought we were there. No, we're not. There we are. Let's go to that match, and we might have to. Yeah, it looks like we might need to make a few changes to the team, given some players are, I think it's fair to say, a little bit overworked at the moment. We have not been doing a huge amount of rotation because, despite how deep the squad is, the players we have aren't exactly great. There is a need to do a lot more rotation with this side, including our centre-backs. The issue is, I've got 3 centre-backs at the club and can't afford to rest them all at the same time. So we'll go with that for now. We'll make sure O'Donker's actually one of the players we have to come on. We'll get rid of Woodthorpe, I think, actually. So we'll go with that. That is our starting 11. A little bit of rotation there, just because I've not been doing a huge amount of rotation and I've not really been able to get away with it. I keep on getting emails saying people need to have rests and this, that and the other, so I'll give them a rest in this match because some of them need it. And we're getting towards the business end of the season. I'll update you on the league table as well before we go into that Newport game. We are a change of system to this 5 at the back, 3 at the back kind of thing. It's a 5 at the back when we don't have the ball. When we do have the ball, though, it is a 3-2-2-2-1, I think. It basically is 5 at the back, but just with wing backs. It just overload the wide areas, get a cross in. As long as you've got a striker who knows how to head the ball in the back of the net, you're all right. And that is what we do have. And obviously Chelmsford in the division below us, so theoretically this could be a walk in the park, but it seldom is that in Football Manager, isn't it? You never get a walk in the park. Ebo comes forward to Ramsey. Ramsey is taken out, and that is a penalty after 15 minutes of the match. Stuttle then will step up. A rare chance for him to start a match. Scored last time out in the league. Makes no mistake from the spot. Nearly saved, though, by the goalkeeper. But, no, we'll take it. We'll take it 1-0 up against Chelmsford. If we do get through, of course, we'll do the next round of the FA Trophy in the next episode. This season, actually, this season's been a lot longer in terms of episodes amount than the past two series. I think we've managed to get to. I think we managed to do each season in 8 episodes, but we're already on episode 8, and we're only 30 games into the season of a 46 game season, and they have equalised 1 apiece after 23 minutes. Let's just, fire up our players, because we can't afford to get complacent. We can't go 1-0 up and then concede straight away. That is not ideal. Yeah, looks like this is going to be at least a well, if we get through to the final, maybe even an 11 episode season in Football Manager. Riley Ebo then comes forward. He beats his man on the sprint, but it's headed away. Comes out to Musa and Ramsey. Back to Musa. Cavill, who's starting again, and we instantly restore our lead. Cavill has been complaining to me again about a lack of starts. Well, he starts a game and he scores a goal. That's, all I can ask for, really. Two players who were pushing for starts, both on the score sheet already. So not a bad claim to try and get to start more games for us. We are 2-1 up then into the 36th minute, and a chance to potentially extend our lead. Musa plays it to Cavill. Those two have combined yet again. It's 2 assists for Musa, 2 goals for Tyrell Cavill, and we are 3-1 up in the first half. Look at that. Beautiful. Talk about connection out of nowhere. We will take that very much. Who are the other teams in the quarter-final? So we could face either Eastleigh or Altrincham, Southend or Scunthorpe, Totton or Ebbsfleet. I would take pretty much most of them, to be honest, if we got through. We will take it, though, for now. We are ahead in this match with a slightly rotated side as well. So a chance for some of our players to get a bit of a rest. And potentially, if we're in this position a little bit later on in the match, we could rest a few more players and bring on some players. But we're only allowed 3 subs in this match. There's only a limited amount we can do the FA Trophy still with the, I don't want to say archaic rules of 3 substitutions, but back in the day when you were only allowed 3 substitutions, the pre-COVID times of just 3 substitutions. Oluwabore's through, his shot saved by the Chelmsford goalkeeper, and that is the end of that highlight. Is it Krasniki? Is that how you say it, their goalkeeper? He's managed to pick the ball out of the net 3 times already. Wouldn't mind making that a 4th in 3 consecutive matches. If we score 4 goals in 3 consecutive matches, that will certainly be some record. Avenel is a player that I am keen to get off. I'm just aware that on my subs bench, don't really have a recognised centre-back. So let's see if we can get Avenel off. I think Watts can somewhat play there. If we swap him for Hanks as well, Watts is a right-sided player, so let's do that for now. It's not an ideal fit. And let's bring Jamna on for Ramsey as well. Ramsey's playing quite a bit of football at the minute. So let's swap them two and see if we can just see this game out nice and simple. Let's praise everyone. Let's just, get through this match. We don't need to worry too much about it. Semi-finals, and then we're just 1 game away from a day out at Wembley. Wouldn't that be? That would be lovely, wouldn't it? It would be very nice. Oluwabori plays it through to Ebo. Not a lot has come down this side in this match. It's played in, though. We've hit the bar from that effort. Could have been 4-1. That would have been nice. I would like to now I've got it in my head, I want to score 4 for 3 games in a row. That'd be lovely. I don't think we're going to do it now. That's my prediction. Football Manager gods just won't let that happen because they're mean and they're horrible to me. He says as we're 3-1 up in the FA Trophy quarter-final. It's not the semi-final yet. Not the semi-final yet. We're not getting ahead of ourselves. No. Not getting ahead of ourselves. But we are 3-1 up. Barbrook has it, plays it through. It's headed away. Traore has it. If they score now, it's going to be a very nervy final 15 minutes of this match. So if we could not let them score, that'd be ideal. I don't know if they heard me there. They didn't. They have scored. They've scored, and now it's 3-2. And now I'm very nervous. Now I'm nervous because they're going to be in the ascendancy here. Let's tell them to focus. We all know. Oh, I don't like highlights. Why? We don't need to have highlights. What ball is that? What type of a pass is that? What type of a pass is that? Get rid. Please, I don't know. They're not going to be able to listen to me, but what? That was very, very squeaky bum time. Cavill has a shot. It's gone over the top, and it remains 3-2. Now we're a bit nervous. Now it's a bit nervy. It's a little bit nervy. 5 minutes to go. Come on, let's just get through this. We'll go back to cautious mentality. Just come on. 3 minutes to go of added time. Stuttle's picked up an injury. It's fine. We'll just ignore that. Come on. Just walk off the pitch. There we go. We are through. That is fine. Through to the semi-final of the FA Trophy. I'll take that very much. Yeah, no, I wouldn't complain about a bit of silverware. Well, we'll take that. We'll take that. An extra 7.5k. Not that does a huge amount. Stuttle will be out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's a shame. Hanks is dying for a rest. We will be back in a couple of days' time, quite literally a couple of days' time, for that match against Newport at home. So Newport County, the next game, they sit just 8th in the National League table. More importantly for us, we sit second with a game in hand on Southend, who are top. I think that game is in fact today. We'll find out. I'm not entirely sure. But Southend in a good run of form. We've got back-to-back wins after those 2 defeats. So Newport, an important game really for us to get back on top of the pile. Obviously only one automatic promotion spot, else it's the playoffs again for us. I'd quite fancy winning a league in this save and not having to go through any form of playoffs. We will give Hanks a well-earned rest, so no Hanks for today's episode, and we'll put him well and truly away from the starting 11 as well, just so he gets that time to himself, just to find who he really is. There we go. This is the team then. He's slightly changed from last time. Ferdinand in goal, back three of Avenall, Upson and Brooking. Woodthorpe and Williams are starting wing backs. Come back into the 11. Cottrell and Ramsey in the middle of the park. White and Jeffries out wide with Odonkor back up top. Odonkor, the man in form in his 23 games for Bath City. He scored 17 goals. Not a bad return on investment at all. He's now a good National League player as well. That much I could have told you without even looking at the screen. Let's go to the match then against Newport County. Again, a chance for us to solidify, if not, we are pretty much guaranteed, you would imagine, a playoff place in the National League, but a chance for us to really kind of cement that and establish ourselves in at least the playoffs. Obviously we want more than that, but it would be good to kind of solidify that. Yeah, you can see we've got a 15-point gap, could rise to 18 points if we get a positive result here. We'll double check actually if there are any games today. It's a busy run of form, busy run of games as well. These few coming weeks, we've got a couple of back-to-back 2 games a week weeks, which means those players who are dying for a rest probably aren't going to get the rest that they want, which is, I suppose, unfortunate for them. It provides a bit of a selection headache for me, considering we've only really got 3 centre-backs that I like playing there. We don't really have any sort of depth at all at that position, which is, I suppose, what happens when you go from a 2 at the back system to a 3 at the back system halfway through the year. Elise has it, and it's snatched by Odonkor, who comes forward. White has it. You can just see that overload that the 2 wide players gives us, which is great. It's behind for a corner. Will we see that? No, we won't. Yes, no Southend playing today. Altrincham, I believe, are playing. They face Truro. Truro are down bottom of the league. So Altrincham could get maximum points. Altrincham are now getting maximum points. They're up to 70 points. So if we win this, we go back to the top of the table by a point, which would be a nice way to end February. I believe this is the final game in February this year in season 3. So still March and April to go in this save. We've still got quite the distance to go really in this save. And given some of the matches that we could have playoffs, we could have final day deciders. We could have FA Trophy finals, perhaps. Who knows at this point? So it could be a very, very busy end to the season, and one which could result in me being very frustrated that we have to go through the playoffs again, and then not win promotion, or we could win the league. If that's anything to go by, it looks like we're going through the playoffs because we're losing to Newport at home, and given the state that some of our players are in and that the tiredness, we don't really have a huge amount of options that we can do. We can't really do a lot about it, and that means we are now down to third place in the league. I'd rather have a wobble at this point than at the end of the season. I'd rather not have a wobble at all. Can we get an instant reply? Not there. Woodthorpe whips it back in. It's headed away. It comes back out to Alex Williams. Alex Williams tries to recycle play. Picks it up, whips it back in. O'Donkel's there. His header is high and wide. So no instant reply for us. We have had the better chances, but they've only had one shot on target, and they've made it count. Let's go to our in-possession tactics, and let's go higher tempo and wider. And I know the higher tempo probably isn't helping things when it comes to the health of the squad, but it's how I just like to play the game. So they're just going to have to suck it, I suppose. Suck it up and take it. We are doing nothing for possession. We have got absolutely no possession in this match, and that's probably half of the problem. There we go. I'll tell them. Disappointed by the lack of possession. Hopefully that can inspire something. I'm debating making a change early in this second half, potentially bringing on a new wide player or so, but we'll leave it for now. We'll go no, we won't go attacking yet because I don't want to risk it. Let's make a change then. In this second half, and let's bring on Cavill, who has been doing well when he's come on, and let's bring on Jamna actually let's not bring on Jamna because Ramsey's having quite a good game. Let's leave it at that for now then, I think, and see if that one change can make a bit of an impact. It'd be nice for it to. Let's encourage the players, and let's go to attacking now at this point. We need to start turning the screw a little bit. We have had literally none of the ball. So let's see if we can alter that. Where do we go? Progression. Let's... how do we... See, the thing is, I don't know. We just kind of want to keep the ball, don't we? Let's just go to goalkeeper distribution balanced. And let's... I don't really know. We'll just leave it at that, I suppose. We can't really... where is it? Overview. Let's change it to standard instead of counter-attack and see if that kind of increases things. We have had none of the ball, and you can't score goals if you don't have any of the ball, really, can you? So that's the big issue that we've got in this match. Unfortunately, not able to do a huge amount. Cavill picks it back up. It's back to Woodthorpe and to Cavill. Cavill, can he play a ball in? He can. No one is there. It comes back out to Jeffries. Jeffries, what can he do? Beats his man, whips it in. Cavill is there. Somehow scrambled clear by Newport County, and they have a chance to come forward. It's recycled by us. Now we're playing it around the back. It's a long and hopeful ball forward, and nothing comes of that. We are going to have to make some more changes, I think. It's a corner. We have got a corner kick. Let's bring on Oluwabori, and let's bring on Babalola for a rare appearance from him. And let's change the team instructions. Final third, crossing style. Let's get floated crosses in. I think that'll be the best thing, and let's see if we can get Babalola's head on something. Let's demand more from our players. We can't really afford to lose this match, I don't think. It's our game in hand, and if we do lose this match, if we don't get anything from this match, it puts us on the back foot going into the final third of the season. 10 minutes to go, though. There's not a huge amount more I can do, if I'm honest. Let's just tweak that a little bit, see if that does anything. Saying I should bring in Todd Miller, but I don't know where I'd even play him. Let's bring on Watts for Cottrell, and let's bring on Jamna for Ramsey and see if that does anything. We've now changed all of our front five, actually, and not a huge amount has come of it, which I don't know I don't know what you can take from that. We're going to lose this match, and we're going to drop down to third in the table, which is not ideal. We have been well and truly FM'd, by the way, here. We have been on top, other than possession. We have had the better chances. We've had more shots on target, but that is it. We have lost, and we're down to third in the table, 2 points off top. We're in for the fight of our life, really, here in our Bath to Glory to get that automatic promotion. I think it's fair to say we're well and truly in a spot of bother. Let's rest these players, and then let's decide. I'll rest them in a bit. Let's decide when we are coming back for the next game then. When is our FA Trophy semi-final against Southend, who have just gone top, so not exactly an easy match for us. But we'll come back for that one, and potentially the Tottenham game after it, or the York game before it. We'll be back for one of them too in the next episode of the Bath to Glory here on the Tacticali YouTube channel.